Well, continuing to get my new Freightliner Cascadia all set up on this episode of
The Clutch Trucker Channel.
Well, normally I'd say right now, Clutch Trucker filmed before a live and fuzzy studio audience, but Rusty is sleeping inside. Hey YouTube, Clutch Trucker here. Thanks for tuning in to another edition of the Clutch Trucker Channel. Yeah, hair a bit frizzy, crazy, because I've been working on switching things to get the newer truck ready. So the new Freightliner Cascadia 2018. So I got the lettering put on. I got a crooked on the passenger door, but you know, what are you gonna do? That looks good. We'll look at that. Also got the cabinet out, the small cabinet that had a very small, pretty much useless refrigerator in there. Got the refrigerator out, got that cabinet out, and we have the new fridge in there. So I'll show you some of that. First off, if you haven't been watching the channel, this is the new, or the newer to me, 2018 Freightliner Cascadia. See, I got the lettering on the side. I meant to put that so it's not even with the door thing, but I didn't get it done too well. And got a little wrinkle in the D over there for DOT, but what are you gonna do? You know, didn't have the sun on this side. Here's the new number for the truck. Here's how I meant to do the lettering on the other door, but anyway, well, I look at this door more often. But I really like how the yellow really pops against that dark maroon background. And again, got the number up there on the front. All right, got my tools all scattered around because I had to use those to take out the cabinet that was right there where the fridge is now. Had a very small, pretty much unusable fridge. And see, that one fits perfectly up in there. Just makes it in. I realized I left that little light on underneath the cabinet, so I have to pull the fridge out to turn that off. Okay, silly me. But anyway, there you go. It's funny, in pulling the cabinet apart, there's this drawer that was on the top, and obviously whoever drove it before had stuff in there. They'd pull the drawer out and stuff would fall over the back. So I have a trash bag full of junk that was in there. Pretty crazy. So anyway, there's the new fridge freezer in place directly below the microwave cabinet. So like I say, that's a nice perfect fit in there. I can maybe even put in some shelf stuff there. The seat's all the way back, actually. It can go more forward. So anyway, so thought that fit in there really well. We'll get it stabilized somehow. But nice big fridge section. And then it has a nice big, very usable freezer section. So that's why I wanted to have something pretty close to the same size of the separate fridge freezer I had in the other truck. And this was the best option. And like I say, it fits in that cabinet just perfectly now that I got the old one out. And we can still have plenty of room to slide into our little seat here for our dinette area. So, at least that's the first parts of getting the new Cascadia all ready to go. So the customizing has begun. So you can see some progress. Yeah, getting that cabinet out, it wasn't quite as bad as I thought it might be. Getting that fridge out was kind of tricky. I wasn't sure how to do that, but it was just, you start at the top, you start taking things apart. I was able to get the top off, and then I was able to get some screws out and then pull that 12-volt fridge out of there, which, like I said in a previous video, is almost pointless. It's just so tiny. That's why I was putting in a bigger fridge freezer setup, so, as you saw. And so, yeah, and like I said, the fridge compartment's just a little bit smaller than my standalone fridge here in this truck. And the freezer compartment, again, just a tiny little bit smaller than my standalone freezer here in the Clutch Trucker 1, as the new truck, of course, will be Clutch Trucker 2, or CT2. Yeah, then was trying to pour over all the paperwork and everything I need to get the apportion plate in Wyoming. Wyoming does not make it easy, my God. I finally gave up tonight. I know I have to do at least, I've got to get the VIN. See, Wyoming makes you get a VIN check by the sheriff. No other state does. Well, no other state that I've lived in has done that. So got to go do that in the morning. Then I got to bring the title over and get that switched to a Wyoming title. So then I can try to get the apportion plates. Now, it is such a headache. There's so much involved. Like I said, I kind of gave up tonight. I'm going to try again tomorrow. But I did see somewhere on their website that I can get a temporary plate for up to 60 days if I bought the truck from a dealer, which I did. So I'm going to try to do that so I can go ahead and run the new CT2 and get the better fuel economy and, not have to worry as much about the problems with this one and everything, while I then try to finalize that whole thing. And also somebody did put in the comments They don't think I have to pay sales tax on apportioned plates or apportioned trucks, and I think you're right on that. This truck, last time I bought a truck was this one 8 years ago, but I certainly don't remember paying any sales tax to Wyoming for that. So, Greg Hayes with both feet, you see him in the comments a lot. He's got a few trucks now out in Idaho, and he said he didn't have to do that either. So that'll be a big help, because I really wasn't ready to face the thousands or whatever that would have been in taxes. But really, when we have to pay like $2,000 a year for our plate, I think we're paying our taxes through there. What do you think? I just want to give you a quick little update and show that, I got that other cabinet out, so I was able to put the fridge in, got the lettering on the truck, so that, really like how that yellow looks against the maroon. Looks really good. So I'll keep you up to date over the next day or two. I do have that load of lignite picking up in Glen Rock, Wyoming, about 2 hours north of me here on Wednesday. So one way or another, I have to go do that. Whether I'm doing it in this truck or CT2 remains to be seen. So thanks for tuning in. Please subscribe. Please like and comment. Share, save, blah, blah, blah. Ring the bell for notifications so you know when the new videos come out. Clutch Trucker on Instagram. Clutch Trucker on X, Twitter, or whatever the frick they're calling it these days. Clutch Trucker 5 on TikTok. I put little shortened versions of this video on all three of those tonight. And as always, sniff that magic YouTube fairy dust. Clutch and Rusty, who's inside sleeping happily, out. So here we are, darling. It's your new home, the House of Hafar. What are those assholes doing on the porch? Those aren't assholes. It's pronounced azaleas. All right, normally you'd see Rusty here at the end getting his bacon strip since he's inside sleeping. I'm going to give you some great advice from the best band of all time, the Holy Trinity, Rush. You can choose a ready guide in some celestial voice. If you choose not to decide, you still have made a choice. You can choose from phantom and fears and kindness that can kill. I will choose a path that's clear. I will choose free will.